You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Good.
Tomorrow, so they say, will be a lovely day. A bright new sun will suddenly break through. But I don't want to see tomorrow unless I see it with you.
Found buried in a shallow grave, I was brought to Goodsprings, where Doc Mitchell patched me up. Hello.
Whoa, easy there, easy.
I gave him my name.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your
Hey,
name, that's your name. I'm Doc
hey,
Mitchell.
my mother gave me that name. Some pertinent medical records. Answered some questions rather alarmingly.
Mother.
Human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing.
And finally see two
Okay,
bears
let's see.
in the ink
Last one.
That's two bears. The judgmental doc sends me to meet Sunny Smiles. On the way, I formally introduced myself to the kind robot who saved me
Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
and stopped into the saloon, spoke with Sunny Smiles.
Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Oh, I have.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain
Come on!
gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. All day long they're saying, "Ugh."
And take it out. Now, over here.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang.
Oh, hey. Is this where they were gonna bury me? Hold on, Sonny, I see a case worth opening. Oh, nope, it's not worth opening, it's empty, I lied. This is my house, I'm gonna live here. After hunting down some geckos and gathering plants, Miss Smiles shows us one final trick of the wasteland.
Hey, do me a favor.
She requests we stop back into town and speak with Trudy.
Okay.
Willing to speak with the people who helped me, I backtrack to the Prospector. Entering the saloon, I find Trudy in an argument with a local powder ganger.
About a week ago.
She explains they're searching for a man named Ringo. I ask her about the men that shot me up.
The checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
And then offer my help with the Ringo situation.
And Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad.
Tracking down Ringo inside an old gas station just outside of town, he explains his run-in with the powder gangers.
And heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
Well, why are you shooting fucking people?
just
We offer our help, and he suggests we should start by asking Sunny Smiles.
Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board, start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
And convincing Sunny was
Say
easy,
no more. I'm in.
Awesome. Along with Doc Mitchell. Trudy was another story. She hoped we had a good plan, and once explaining it, she agreed and would offer to help get some others to join.
Round up some more members for this militia you're creating.
Easy Pete had to make sure we knew anything about explosives, and Chet was a cheap bastard. But in the end, he decided to help. Don't make me come back in here, Chet! With the full town helping to protect Ringo, the fight began. Ringo shared his gratitude and thanks, even asking us to look him up when we reach New Vegas. And so we take our next steps in our quest of revenge.
Like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
And after traveling down the road, this is when I have my first run-in with the NCR.
I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California
Hi.
Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. If you want to talk about something, speak to Lieutenant Hayes.
Where the fuck is he? Speaking with Lieutenant Hayes in a nearby tent, we get the full rundown of what's going on.
We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility.
Okay, you're not
As
doing
you
a very
can
good
probably
job.
tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing.
No, I killed about 6 of them. No, probably closer to 10.
I'm trying to-
Outnumbered, the NCR was forced to pull out of Prim when the powder gangers rolled in. Without more troops, Hayes' men can't do anything to help Prim. So, I muster up the courage and cross the mine-covered bridge and stroll into Prim, seeking wasteland justice. Yeah. Yeah, it is. No, come back.
I do my best to hide this low down feeling.
Oh shit.
I try to make
Yeah.
believe there's nothing wrong. But they're always asking me about you,
I
darling.
am.
And it hurts me so to
Not
tell them
sorry.
that you're gone. If they ask me, I guess I'd be
Shit,
denied.
you're strong. Fucking
And
die!
I've been unhappy all along. But if they heard my heart, they'd hear it cry. Where's my darling when she comes?
Please, everybody needs
I
to
ask
stop.
myself a million times
I
what's
don't know
right.
what I'm doing.
After clearing out the first floor of goons, I find Prim's last hope, Deputy Beagle. Or so I thought.
I think I'll be making my way outside.
What are you talking
now.
about?
The air's a little close in here.
It turns out the kind deputy is actually a bit of a coward, and convincing him to help me clear the rest of the hotel.
Fight my kidnappers with my help. Without
Exactly.
it. You lead the way.
We finally move upstairs, and we continue our onslaught. Oh my god!
Time stands still when you're awake. Sometimes I think my heart is stopping too. One lonely hour seems forever.
But as the bullets rip through the air of the Bison Steve, tragedy struck. Oh no! The loss of Deputy Beagle will be felt in Prim for years. Well, he's a fucking idiot. I informed Mr. Nash of the shooting, and he rightfully says.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to find us a new lawman.
So, feeling obligated to find a new form of protection for the people of Prim, my search for Prim's newest protector begins. And it doesn't take long, remembering my conversation with Lieutenant Hayes. I travel back across the bridge. On the table, my bad. Filling Lieutenant Hayes in with the death of Deputy Beagle, he says that they don't have the men they need right now, and if we're gonna help, we need to go speak with Knight at Mojave Outpost.
If If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Prim and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops up here. Knight at Mojave Outpost may be able to help.
In order to find Mojave Outpost, we must travel down the road, coming across new dangerous gangs and creatures. Upon reaching the outpost, I'm directed towards the headquarters. There, I find Major Knight.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or...
After checking in, I tell him about Prim.
Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts.
Explaining Hayes' situation, he agrees to send more troops to the small town.
Yeah. I'll radio for a unit to head up to Prim and offer some additional support.
With the NCR acting as Prim's new law and the powder gangers driven out, the town has a bright future ahead of itself. Choosing to stick around the outpost for a moment longer, I stumble across some jobs. This is Ranger Ghost. She would like us to travel to the nearby town of Nipton, scout out the town, and report back anything I see, adding that it's best to stay out of combat. No one will be able to help me. The second job? Ranger Jackson requests we take care of some bugs down the road. That way the caravans can flow out of the outpost. So, with Caps in our future, we had to complete our task. Luckily, the bugs are on their way to Nipton. Quickly dispatching the insects, I move towards the town. But as I approach, smoke flows into the sky as a powder ganger comes running towards me.
Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze?
Are you a powder ganger?
Powder ganger?
This is Oliver Swanwick, the lottery winner. The lucky man who survived the horrors I was unknowingly about to walk into. As I walk through the broken town, witness the bodies on top of crucifixes, there at the town hall were the perpetrators of all this chaos.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates.
Standing before the ruins of the Nipton Town Hall is Volpe Sincolta, a high-ranking member of Caesar's Legion.
Where to begin? That they are weak and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson.
Fair enough. And only sparing my life so I can spread the word of Nipton's tragic fate.
Enjoy the sights.
No, I think I'm gonna go. Returning back to the outpost, I first stop in with Ranger Ghost.
You check out the Nipton Town Hall yet? Smoke trail's not getting any shorter.
I inform her about Nipton's ultimate fate at the hands of the Legion. And as surprised as she was, the NCR isn't going to be able to do much. They have orders to stay at the outpost.
Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Man. Fucking Mojave's going to hell. And all I can do is sit here and watch.
Your hair is poking through your hat. Just want you to know that. So, I move on and talk to Ranger Jackson. I hand him the pest control bill, and he pays up.
Get supplied, and I meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost.
Finishing our little pit stop at the Mojave outpost, I begin to pick up the search for my would-be killer again. And we begin our walk to a small town called Loveland. I hate legionaries that run.
Well, pick up your feet, we've got a deadline to meet. I'm gonna see you make it on time. Oh, don't relax, I want elbows and backs. I wanna see everybody from behind.
Fuck it. You people don't deserve to fucking live. Thank you. Oh shit! Arriving in Novak, I start questioning the townspeople, starting with the owner of the motel.
Well, welcome to you.
And even before we can truly get to know each other, she starts giving me the old sales tactics. Yeah, you did.
I'm Jeannie May. I take care of folks here at the motel, long as they aren't troublemakers.
Asking Jeannie May about recent visitors to Novak, specifically any wearing checkered suits, she explains.
Those hoodlums he was with seem to know Manny for some reason. He's our daytime sniper, up in the dinosaur's mouth.
So it seems this Manny person is friendly with our shooter. Exiting the motel office, I search the rest of the town for Manny, starting with the sniper post.
What's going on, man?
And it turns out, before I can even reach the dino, I run into Manny.
Otherwise, it's boom.
Oh, you're the guy I need to talk to. I ask him about his job in the town, and then we get down to business. I ask him about our mutual friends, and, well, he says...
Oh, yeah? A good friend? If you say so, man. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own.
Yeah?
Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need, too.
Is there a way out of this? And with no way out of this, I let Manny continue.
But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. But a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. You can't get in there now. Caesar's Legion has been taking territory just east of here. They took Nelson. If we let our guard down, they might attack. All it takes for the Legion is for them to sense weakness.
Offering to help Manny and the people of Novak on the condition he helps me, we set off to the REPCONN facility.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars.
Oh, shit.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand.
But as I enter the facility, a voice on the intercom beckons me to a room in the back of the building.
Fucking kill them all. I'm just killing.
And let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore.
Reaching a large metal staircase, we ascend to the upper levels. Being allowed entry, I'm greeted by an unusual character. A human who believes he's a ghoul.
Get upstairs and talk to Jason before I throw up just from looking at you.
What the fuck?
Hello, Wanderer.
This is Jason Bright, the leader of this friendly group of ghouls inside REPCONN. They seek something called the Great Journey, so I explained to him Novak's problem and he asked for my help.
The demons must have let them out, somehow. And now they're lost forever.
The basement of REPCONN is filled with demons, and it's our job to send them to their next life.
Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all
I didn't even want to do that.
worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love
Please back.
you.
Oh my god, that hurt. Jason.
Is the way clear?
Returning to Jason Bright, I inform him of the demon's passage to their next life. And he thanks me and asks me to join them down below in the lower levels to start the next stage of the Great Journey.
I hope you will come find us there, Wanderer. There is much to be done.
Wait, hold on, Jason. Below the main facilities of REPCONN sits a missile silo. There, Jason explains what needs to be done. And to complete their great journey and help out the people of Novak,
it's up to me to find the components for the rockets.
I am to cooperate with you
Yes.
on the final tasks necessary to launch the Great Journey.
Chris kindly explains that we will need to locate 2 items, Isotope 239, an igniting agent, and the thrust control modules. With this information, we begin our small scavenger hunt.
Carry on.
This basement is so fucking confusing.
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. As it so happens, I do have some thrust modules, but they're expensive. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, have you found the components we discussed?
I did.
Indeed you did. And they seem to be in excellent condition. All I need now is the igniting agent we discussed earlier.
My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Oh. Oh my god, I fucking caved his face in. What the? Hey, what's up, my guy?
Have you found the components we discussed?
Fucking-lutely. Returning to Chris with the igniting agent, Jason can begin the Great Journey, and we watch them soar off into the sky. But doing this one good deed didn't help one person. See, Chris is a human, and he wasn't able to join them. And so, he wanders the Mojave, looking for a place to belong. And so, I return to Novak, and run into a familiar face once again.
Did that Alec guy come here too? Did he move in? I hope. Nice.
Hey, partner.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit.
While certainly puzzled by Victor's appearance in Novak, I turn my curiosity to Manny and come to learn about his ties with a gang called the Cons. If I'm to find my shooter, I should travel to Boulder City. But as I stumble to my rented room after a long day, I introduce myself to Novak's second sniper, Boone.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want?
Sorry. A tense interaction at the start
I think you better leave.
leads to some blind trust.
You just got into town. Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet.
Why?
I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start.
Not that long ago, Boone suffered a great loss. His wife was kidnapped by members of the Legion, and he believed someone in town had something to do with it. So, with as little knowledge as we have...
And they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who.
And it's our job to play detective. The Mojave had a way of keeping secrets. I rolled into Novak just after sundown. A tired little town clinging to the highway like it was afraid the desert might swallow it whole. That's where I met Boone. He watched the road from the mouth of the giant dinosaur, rifle in hand, eyes like he'd already seen the worst the world had to offer, and then some. Said his wife disappeared not too long ago. Said someone in town sold her out. He didn't want justice. He wanted a name. And I was happy to provide. Boone was sure of one thing. Somebody in this town sold his wife to the Legion. And towns like this don't have many places for a secret to hide. Just a handful of faces. First, there's Jeannie Mae, the motel owner. Smiles like she's happy to see every traveler that rolls through the town. Folks like that usually have something to gain from keeping the peace, or selling it. Then there's Manny Vargas, the ex-cons who runs security. Says he spends most of his time watching the road and listening to the radio. Hard to tell if he's guarding the town or guarding a secret. Cliff Briscoe runs the gift shop inside the Dinosaur. Always talking business, always counting caps. Caravans pass through here every week. Caravans mean connections. Connections mean opportunity. 3 suspects, 3 stories. Manny talked about the old days with the cons and kept his eye on the highway like he was waiting for trouble to roll in. And Cliff? Well, Cliff stayed behind his counter, talking caps and souvenirs like that dinosaur outside was the biggest thing on his mind. And Jeannie Mae, she kept smiling. And it just so happened, the real story wasn't in the streets. It was locked away in the motel office, buried in a ledger where the numbers didn't quite add up. Caravan entries, names, dates, and one line that told me everything I needed to know. Carla Boone, sold off like cargo. By the time I walked back out into the night, the neon lights didn't seem so friendly anymore. Boone was still up in the dinosaur's mouth, rifle pointed at the road like he'd been waiting his whole life for this moment. He told me what to do. Put on his beret. The shot cracked through the desert like thunder. For a second, nobody moved. The wind carried the echo past the highway into the dark Mojave, like the land itself was trying to forget what just happened. The body hit the dirt. Boone never said a word. He didn't have to. Men like him speak in a rifle fire in long silences. Justice in the Mojave isn't clean. It isn't fair. Sometimes it's just a bullet from the dinosaur's mouth and a secret finally buried in the sand. Boone got his revenge. But revenge is a funny thing. It doesn't fill the hole it leaves behind. The town of Novac will wake up tomorrow like nothing happened. The Brahmin will still graze. Travelers will still stop for a room and a warm bottle of Sunset Sarsaparilla. But somewhere up in that dinosaur shadow, a man will still be staring down the road, waiting for a past that isn't coming back. Having helped the people of Novac all I could, I made my way to Boulder City. And with a friend.
Okay.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world
Fuck off!
will end. Heartache number 1.
Not after that.
We don't deserve to leave. I could hurt this way.
And it was during this journey that I met her. Some call her strange, and others call her the loneliest girl in the Mojave. But I learned to call her Veronica.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads.
Traveling for what felt like days, I arrived at Boulder City and walked right into somebody else's problems.
We've got a situation with some great cons right now. The brass at McCarran has ordered me to lock down the ruins until it's been resolved.
It turns out I'm not the only one here in the search of some cons. The NCR currently has them boxed in, but with the risk of troops dying in the fight, I'm sent in as the negotiator. I would be
Early one morning while making the round, took a shot of cocaine and shot the woman down. Went right home and I went to bed and stuck that loving 44 beneath my head. This morning and I grabbed that gun, took a shot of cocaine and away I run. Made a good run, but I run too slow. They overtook me down.
What the fuck is that over there? I don't know. The trail to Benny is narrowing down. Learning the location of my would-be killer from the corpses of a few cons, I start making my way to the strip, but find myself sidetracked at a certain NCR facility. It's just nothing. These buildings are not. It's something. This building is something. Oh. This is the Aerotech Office Park, a small settlement on the outskirts of Vegas. Here, we meet Captain Parker, a member of the NCR.
Hey, something I can help you with, stranger?
Parker explains that most drifters and hoodlums who can't afford entry into the strip end up here, and he'd like our help with one of those drifters.
I've also got Keith and his gambling to deal with. I know that skunk's cheating folk out of their savings. I just can't prove it.
Learning about Keith and his little gambling problem, it's my job to figure out the truth behind it. And after a long, hard journey in the Mojave, I've picked up a few tricks. Finding Keith's hidden stash of marked cards, I bring the evidence to Captain Parker. Boned, dude. You're so boned, dude. You're so boned.
Have you found out what happened to those missing
Not
refugees?
yet, but I've got evidence.
Marked cards, huh? I suppose it's obvious, really. Here, you've earned this. I'm gonna go take Keith into custody. If you're interested in a little extra pay, I wouldn't mind backup.
Sure.
Glad to have you. Let's go. Just stick close and follow my lead. Keith's a cowardly son of a bitch.
As Captain Parker and I muster up the bravery to arrest Keith, the situation turns.
The NCR, I'm placing you under arrest for illicit gambling.
Fuck you, man. I ain't going nowhere with you.
Come quietly now. I don't want to have to hurt you.
Why don't you go cry to your wife then? Oh, that's right. She left your worthless stinking ass.
That's mean.
You son of a bitch!
No!
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
After a harsh exchange of words, Captain Parker shot Keith. In cold blood, a man was killed. By a member of the NCR nonetheless. And I started to think about the faction I've helped the most in my journey so far. Sure, everyone I met at Mojave Outpost was doing the right thing. But what about Prim? A town nestled right outside an NCR checkpoint, filled with prisoners the NCR couldn't contain. Maybe the NCR isn't what I thought it was up until this point. Maybe there's more to this faction than I've seen. Leaving Aerotech felt wrong, but as I walked on, the lights got brighter, and I finally reached my destination. Oh shit.
Papa loves mambo.
Howdy, partner.
Mama
You come
loves
for a piece, haven't you?
What are you doing here? Meeting Victor once again, this time inside the strip, feels almost welcoming. And while he explains that there's somebody who wants to meet us, I need to settle some business first. Entering the Tops Casino and handing over my weapons, I introduce myself to my shooter.
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello. It was you wiped out the cons down in Boulder City? You did that? Oh, shit.
Getting nowhere but throwing insults back and forth, Benny asks us to wait in the presidential suite, where he will hand the chip over without any fight. Taking him up on this simple offer,
I wait in the presidential suite. Veronica? Everything in the presidential suite didn't seem right. It was too quiet. Who the fuck is this guy? And by the time I walked over to the elevator to get out, no. The trap was sprung.
Chalk me up as a no-show. It would be 41 flavors of stupid to let you get a drop on me. And you've caused plenty enough trouble as is. You forced my hand. Hell, I gotta skip town because of you. A real pain in the caboose. That temper of yours. Kinda why this conversation's taking place over an intercom. Do me a favor and stay dead this time, eh? Good night, all. It's been a gas. Over here!
Whoa! Surrounded by the corpses of Benny's goons, I begin to realize my story's just starting. This won't happen again. Next time I see him, he's dead.
Don't let the stars get in your eyes. Don't let the